Ashafo native for your more about over daily of the TV. So a electoral commission called IPAC meeting. IPAC meeting on Mokoyano. The Kesi is Abdoko be a one of the polling and as electoral area might be suspended declaration. Almost first or more rerun of election. It's young Koneko TSI in seven rerun of election electoral commission were calling. Now the constituency of the Kwabenya Ibimukasa Dr. Rashid Tanku Gary Nimakon. There's a lot of views now man for share on this rerun of election. The young Monras as a Munekuti and some there Ekopie electoral commission. So Abram Koye IPAC meeting.
Training under Mr. Banabio, who is the director of electoral services of the commission. They were the officials who oversaw the Kwabenya recollation. They said they are taking the report back to the commissioners for a decision to be made as to when the rerun for that polling station will be conducted. But for both parties, the NPP and then the NDC, they seem to have a very different opinion with respect to the Form 1C, which is the collation sheet, because all of the 369 polling stations now which have been captured on that collation sheet, they say one for the NPP will start there. They make the case that they don't believe that the numbers are a true reflection of what they got on the ground. They say they are going back, they are going to look at the collation sheet and then their pink sheet vis-a-vis, compare, and then return to the headquarters of the Electoral Commission and make known their disagreements with regards to the numbers not tallying. The NDC is making the same argument. In fact, Dr. Rashid Tanku Computer says that when the earlier declaration was made, they were leading with some 51,000 votes. But today, we've seen that reduced to around 50,700 and something. They cannot understand the disparity in just one polling station being taken out, resulting in over 1,000 votes lost. And so they as well are going to do their own summations with respect to the collation sheets, the Form 1C that they have, and then return as well to the headquarters of the Electoral Commission because they believe Likee Tv Be has won the elections. And so that's really a summation of everything that's transpired. It's been a long, tedious process with misunderstanding. There were 3 outstanding polling stations which have been communicated by and large by the Electoral Commission. Today when we got here, Michael Kwabenya Jr. said he was a part of the process until it was left with 88 polling stations, and so demanded that the Commission takes it from the 88. That resulted in a long standoff, a long debate, but finally they agreed on to dealing with the 3. 2 has been sorted out. There's 1 outstanding, and it looks like we have a tense situation sort of on our hands this time, only in respect to just 1 polling station within the Kwabenya constituency.
Marina, before I let you go, I know it's either Likee Tv Be or Michael Kwabenya Jr. who will be part of the 9th Parliament. I want you to give us a posture of these candidates. Also, just walk us through the figures again.
For the figures, I will not want to misinform by way of quoting numbers that don't quite tally, but it was 50,732 for Likee Tv Be. That readily comes off of the top of my head, but there's a voter difference of 165 between the 2. In terms of a posturing, it's difficult to be able to tell. Michael Kwabenya, a bit agitated, wanting to have things done because he believes that he's not been a part of the process. In fact, he's made the argument consistently that when the collation was done, which led to the declaration of Likee Tv Be, he was not informed as to where it was going to happen at. And so he feels a lot of ill has happened, reason for which he's making the case that the entire 88 polling stations be taken again. But for Likee Tv Be and her husband who were present, confident that they won the election, and they are insisting that the remainder of the polling stations be taken through the paces and then a declaration can be made. But we still remain to see really what the next step will be. It's looking like it's a rerun, but no clear dates just as yet as to when that will happen, George.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Before, we'll let you hear from the Electoral Commission official on this very decision. Well, Marina Gbeta is a reporter, and he is stationed at the EC regional office in Accra at Ridge, and he will bring us up to speed on this very development in our subsequent bulletins. Safwa.
All right, thank you, Mawena, for bringing us all of that update. But let's still remain on the issue of collation and recollation and take you to the Supreme Court, because on Friday are now recollated parliamentary election results for Kaikwe Central, Ablekuma North, Tema Central, and Techiman South, overturning the Electoral Commission's EC declarations for these constituencies. The Electoral Commission had declared the incumbent MP Martin J. Mensa Kosa as Member of Parliament elect following recollation of results. Correspondent Belinda Tete has been engaging some residents of Techiman South following the decision made by the Supreme Court.
Aftermath of the elections in the Techiman South constituency, which had the NDC's parliamentary candidate.
They have concluded collating 367 polling station results. They were left with 3 of the results. And the 3 of the results were brought later. And the commission rejected one of it outrightness on the sense that it was declared on a wrong statement of poll, because they used training sheet, which is not the one that they should use. So the commission has rejected one. So we are trying to come and add the 2 and see what happens. So when we added the 2 based on their statistics, the difference between the 2 candidates is now 165. Then the one that was rejected, the total number of voters was 669, meaning that if you give that number to the second person, he will overtake the first person. So it means that you have to go and rerun election at that polling station. So that's the decision.
What's the name of the polling center, please?
I don't have it off on it, so I can't tell you.
How soon is the commission going to take a decision? The name again? Abokobi Women's Development Center 2.
So we are sending our report to the commission. Then the commission will take a decision when it should be done. But you are sure that it will be done before they are inaugurated? Yes.
You are sure all these things are not working against your timelines?
I'm saying that you are sure that will be done before the inauguration.
Thank you. So that's Dr. Shobo Kweku, Director of Elections for the NPP, Evan Simako. Let's get a few words from him.
Yes, I think that we behaved in a mature manner as parties. We had an IPAC conversation. The EC informed us that there are 3 polling stations outstanding. We've looked at it. What tells us now is that there's the need to rerun in 1 polling station. We are going to go back and talk to our base. This is an election the New Patriotic Party has shown a lot of maturity. We've really taken on board all those unnecessary confrontations from our opponents, but it's in the good of Ghana. The message from the candidate, Dr. Baumia, was that before, during, and after the election, there must be peace in Ghana. And it is what the New Patriotic Party is exhibiting. What we've gone through. Strangely, we had not been given the Form 1C, which is the collation sheet. Our colleagues had them. Thank God today we've gotten copy. We are going to look at each one of them from one polling station to the other. Mind you, there are 370 polling stations. And so we are going to look at each one of them as they are represented on the collation sheet. And we'll come back. So this is a process that is still ongoing. It also clear to everybody that what may have occurred at the constituency was not right. So we'll go through. I think that the EC should be in the position to answer. You need to find out from the returning officer why they were able to give copy to the NDC, but will not give us copy. In fact,
you were not present. You were not present there.
We were here because we were not given information as to the collation that was supposed to go on. So we were not there. But we met here for a continuous collation. The EC we work with, the returning officer, and the DEO didn't mention anything of Form 1C, but it's in the good of it. The New Patriotic Party is going to go back to the constituency. We'll work out with our people. We know that the good people of Kwabenya will give our candidate Michael Aaron Jr., the vote that he would need to go to Parliament to represent them very well in the 9th Parliament. The decision from the commission is that there's going to be a rerun in that polling station, and that's what we are going to do.
Are we going to see active campaigning from the NDC?
Everybody who is supposed to be on the register, the New Patriotic Party is going to reach out to them.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's Evans Nimako as well, seeking to suggest that they believe some level of irregularity. Let's speak to Dr. Rashid Tanko Computer as well. Doc, talk to us. What you said is what has happened. The expectation is that there will be a rerun of some sort. Are you satisfied with the process thus far, and how is the party preparing for that rerun in that polling station?
Well, let me make it very clear. We have not reached any final conclusion on this yet, because they themselves, they have problem with their additions. The additions they came out with, it's not a true reflection of what happened. You remember when they did the declaration on the D-Day, interestingly enough, they had soft copies of the results of the 3 polling stations, and they declared Madam Akrugo by 51,000 plus, and Makukwe had 50,000. So there was a difference of 1,154. Very huge difference. So today, if you are having problem with one polling station, that one polling station should be taken out, and that one polling station total votes are 689. So when you take out 689 from 1,157, your guess is as good as it's a simple arithmetic. You see the problem I have with this commission. They always have a problem with arithmetic. That's their problem. So they said they would rely on a laptop to do calculation. Do we do electronic calculation in Ghana? Our results are manual. We go by the pink sheets and we go by the collation form. The collation form is what is known as the Form 1C. Then the summary sheet is the Form 1D. So we have taken the Form 1C. We'll do the calculation for them and bring it back. These people are.
So what? Your votes have been reduced?
Completely. We completely disagree with it, because on the face of it, they themselves know that when you declared her, she was leading with about 1,154. So if you are expanding one, and the one total votes is 689, this one is a primary school mathematics. It's not algebra. So it's not logarithm.
You feel that the 165 is a decrease in your calculation?
Of course, they have problem with arithmetic. We are going to do the calculation and bring it back. We told them they should hold their horses. We are doing the calculation ourselves. Our opponents also pick one. They should also go and enter. We'll go and enter. Simple Excel sheet, and we'll get it.
Doesn't mean that the NDC is not going to campaign.
There's no rerun. She has won.
The EC just told us that there is going to be a rerun.
I am saying that they have a problem with their arithmetic. It's their own document. You remember when we did registration, they were doing wrong calculations. Coral draw people. I'm not surprised they've used Coral. No, I'm saying we have won the election.
So that means I'm not going to campaign back at Abokobi station.
Campaign, you are talking. I said we have won the election. You are talking. The document will show. Let's come back. We are coming back with it. We'll go and sit down, do the arithmetic for them.
We're keeping close tabs on Kwabenya constituency, and we'll be bringing you more updates right here on your election command center. But away from the elections, in 2024, Ghana's agricultural sector faced significant challenges that threatened food security as well as the livelihoods of many farmers, especially in the northern regions of the country. The northern regions, including the Upper East, Upper West, and northern regions, which rely.
What do you make of this? Do you think the NDC or the MPP, whichever party, do you think will be carrying the day?
Rather than I'm disappointed about the outcome of the EC today, because Likee Tv have sold her message to the constituency people, and they bought into it, and they pay her a winning pride. Makokwe was a lazy type, could not work or to not campaign in the constituency. He's only going around sharing money, thinking that the money can do the magic. Whilst Likee is on the ground doing every dirty work. She has won. I don't know the reason why EC is trying to bring confusion into this constituency. I'm really disappointed.
You guys are ready for the rerun if should this happen?
We are not ready, because we have been declared already winner. We are not ready. It will not happen.
But per the rules now, it's likely there will be a rerun here. So
if it is rerun, he will be put into shame. He will be miserably lose the election in this police police station again. Well, he will lose.
I've seen many more people are gathering here, and because this is where we are going to have the rerun election. I've seen somebody in the NDC colors. So you heard the news?
Yes, I'm a vice chairman of the constituency, and I know after collating all the results, we win massively. So I don't know the reason why he cannot conceive defeat and he's still going around.
Are you ready for the
kind of things? But for rerun, we don't have any problem because already here is our stronghold, here is NDC stronghold, and we have won him over here. So we doesn't have anything to say. Whatever. The only thing is the calculation that they did today too.
Let me talk to some other person. So for them, they believe this place is a stronghold for the NDC, and no matter what, they would win this election at all costs. I've seen many people gathering here. Madam, let me talk to Madam. Let me talk to you. Okay. So, do you think this election, after everything, will bring peace and you get to know who your parliamentary candidate is?
Yes. I'm saying more about daily update TV so. And then I'll share now subscribe. Share you made it on some near Kutino. Election, ya be rerun. She says, don't be Kwabenya outstanding. I rerun one of the electoral area. Na doko be said the normal can interview no more. Na omo are the up and son of mahu. They were on declared. God bless you.